relationships.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in a relationship?
I've been with my partner Craig now for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years.
And where did you meet?
I actually met through a friend of ours. I was living with, I was renting a room from a lesbian couple friend of mine, and he happened to live around the corner, and met through a mutual friend, and we started dating, and that was 4 years ago. So.
Yeah. So the first time you met, were you dressed as a man or dressed as a woman?
I was more man, in more of a man clothing. Mm-hmm. Although I did have on I guess it was more of a unisex coat, but I had my bra and fake titties in at the time. So.
Right.
So yeah, I was in some sort of gender confusion, but
he had
definitely more male.
He had an idea that you were a little different.
Right.
And have you ever been in a relationship or started a relationship where they didn't know where you shared, or is it boom right off the bat?
Well, since it ended my relationship with my ex, and that was the big reason why, since then, every relationship I've been in, outside of work, and not talking just strictly intimate any friendship, basically, any some sort of relationship, whether it's sexual or not, personal, I try and always be upfront about it. I don't want to hide it anymore. So,
have you ever been shot down?
Yeah, actually I have.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was depressing. I mean, here I was just letting them know who I am and not wanting to hide and deny it to anyone, mainly to me, but not have it be an issue for them, and they just couldn't deal with it, and I went through a little bit of like, oh fuck, why do I have to be like this? What's wrong with me? Mm-hmm. But that was also in the time frame when I was it was right towards the end of my counseling.
You've been in therapy?
Oh yeah. I went. I'll say one thing about the military that was good is I went through a counselor, and they kept it all private and all that until it was time for me to get out.
Mm-hmm. Were they supportive of it? Did they?
The counselor was very supportive of it. Because of don't ask, don't tell. At the time, when I finally came out and all that, I knew when I came out that it would get me discharged. My first sergeant wanted nothing to do with me. Luckily, my CO and XO, commanding officer and executive officer, were very friendly, were very helpful. They definitely wanted to do what was best for me and not strictly for the military. So,
the job you have is very masculine, right?
Yes.
Yeah, can't get much more masculine.
Very anti this.
Do your coworkers know?
I haven't told them flat out. I'm sure they have some suspicion, one way or another.
Why would they have suspicion?
Well, because I got pierced ears and I'll wear small hoops. And that from time to time, especially around Halloween, I've gone in with done fake nails on, and so.
Did they ever ask? Did they ever say, what is that?
Well, I've had them ask about the nails, and especially my shaving of legs and my arms and that. But like the nails, I've always just been able to pass it off as, especially around Halloween, as a costume when I was a vampire, or something.
Do you wish you could come out to them and be at least
Yeah.
known? I don't know. You probably couldn't dress that way on the job. I
No.
would assume, right?
I mean, working, I wouldn't dress this way anyway. But yeah, I mean, there's part of me that wishes I could, but knowing the environment, it probably won't happen in my lifetime. So.
Right, right. So tell me about like you've got like you're almost like Clark Kent and Superman, or it's like two lives at times.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you have two lives?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very much so.
Which life do you prefer better?
I prefer this one because to me it's more of an honest me. I'm good in my other life, but I can't really be me. Mm-hmm. It's always kind of there's a bit of suppression with my other life. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes if I go out in Atlanta area, I'm not so worried about it. But if we go out to down south of Atlanta, McDonough, or elsewhere, I tend to worry because I know where a lot of the fellow employees live and all that. Mm-hmm. So I always, especially if I'm in girl mode or so.
Right.
Especially when more so when I live down there, I should say.
Mm-hmm. So as far as your safety goes, you have concerns about that at times?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you carry any sort of weapon, mace, taser, gun?
No. I mean, when I was going out, when I first got here, I was going out by myself. Mm-hmm. I used to have a pistol, and I always carried it with me. But now that my world's gotten bigger and I know a lot more people, and I'll generally go out with friends and stuff, I don't really feel there's a real need.
Right.
Maybe some mace would be a good thing, but yeah, let them out real quick.